When I drop my daughter off every day, I drill her. Every day at school, when I take her to school, you know, we have a little convo we had before she got the car. And she gets sick of running the script to me, but I pound it in her head. Like, you know, what is integrity? You know, integrity doing the right thing when nobody's looking, all right? You know, are you a leader or a follower? I'm a leader. What's the difference? Think for myself, all right? Do you have confidence? Yes. What's confidence? Believe in myself. That's our script every morning. And it seemed basic, but I want her to get older and look back on the things that I thought was important. You know what I mean? Like my dad always put into me integrity, confidence, and being a leader.
He did to me. People, get over it. By the time these young people get ready to have children, they will realize that as the hole in the ozone layer gets larger and larger, more and more sunlight is allowed to enter our environment, and more people who have pale faces are going to die of melanoma, which is a skin cancer that you get if you don't have enough melanin in your skin. Let me tell you, people of color are going to be very much in demand for reproduction in the future. And mark my words, you're laughing now, but you wait 20 years. You won't even have to wait 20 years, because they're going to see that if they want their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren to survive, they're going to have some melanin in their skin. That's the way it's going to be. This is going to take care of itself.
You thought that hockey, that the puck was the only thing black in hockey. But guess what I got for you? Show us Colored Hockey League, please. We need to show this.
It says here the Colored Hockey League was hockey's first organized league in 1895.
1895, black African Canadians created hockey. Show the photos, images. There's a book called Black Ice that this white dude wrote.
Yeah.
And it's the history that they hid in Canada. Black history. Black hockey players in the 1800s.
Crazy.
And they never said shit. And it was in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia. Now, Nova Scotia, after the war, they had Africaville. Canadians created an Africaville. They don't have it anymore. They got rid of, they pushed Africans out because, a lot of people come out of Nova Scotia. Now, the first black hockey player that went to the NHL, to the Boston Bruins, was from Nova Scotia. His name was Willie O'Ree.
Okay.
Show Willie O'Ree real quick. Willie O'Ree was the first black player in hockey from Nova Scotia. The same area that black people discovered hockey, created hockey. Now, The Rock's father is from Nova Scotia.
Wow.
Was the first famous black wrestler, the Soul Patrol.
Yes.
From Nova Scotia.
They cover it up with laughter. Bob Saget, who raped and killed the girl in 1990. Well, first of all, it's not true. It's not true that Bob Saget raped and killed a girl in 1990. How do you make an ass hurt? The Olsen twins say, well, Bob Saget hands you a chocolate milk that he just made, and you wake up 3 hours later, lying on your stomach.
What a tough gig that must have been, huh? His entire job consisted of saying, take a look at this, which is what he used to say to Mary-Kate Olsen in her dressing room.
I love him like a perverted uncle who pays for lunch and then follows me into the men's room. That should have been called Blackjack because you hit on the Olsens when they were 8. He didn't stop till they were 21. Is it true that he used to give Mary Kate acting lessons? He'd tell her, act like this never happened. Bob Saget is a sick bastard. He has 2 daughters in college and 3 girlfriends in high school. Most comics dream of performing in Las Vegas, Nevada. Bob Saget dreams of performing in Hannah, Montana.
I am God. You're God? What are you talking about? I said, yeah, I'm God and God is me. The same divine spark that created everything in the entire universe is the same divine spark that's inside of every atom inside of my body. And so by that method, I am God and God is me. And so are you. And so is this young lady as well. We're all the same. We're all part of that same one divine consciousness. That threw him off right away. Then because he's a program code, he couldn't even conceive of what I had just told him. He didn't even have an epiphany with that. He went right back into his pitch. And I said, okay, I'll listen to you if you can answer some questions. Can you answer some questions? And I said, when was the Bible written? And he goes, oh, it was written thousands of years ago. I said, oh, man. I said, no, the Bible wasn't written thousands of years ago. I said, do you even know who wrote the Bible? Oh, yeah, Paul, Peter, John. I said, oh, my God. Listen, man. I said, you happen to stumble into one of the world's foremost experts on biblical texts, the Torah, the ancient tablets in the world. That's who you're talking to right now. Do you understand that the Bible was not written by any of the disciples? He got flabbergasted. I'm like, dude, listen to me. The disciples, if you were to do your studies, they were actually illiterate men. They couldn't read or write. There was nobody standing there transcribing every sentence that they've spoken either. How did the Bible come along, even including the Old Testament? You've heard me say this before. They copied the majority of that stuff from the Enuma Elish, the Atrahasis, the Mahabharata. You have some of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, right? You have in there, you have, like, for example, the 42 Laws of Mayat. You know, that's where you get the 10 Commandments that were extracted from that information. You have the Bhagavad Gita, the Tibetan Book of the Dead. You have the Sumerian tablets that are outside of the Enuma Elish. There's many tablets that exist. The Code of Hammurabi, the Epic of Gilgamesh. I mean, that can just keep going and going and going. And I said, then you have the Emerald Tablets, where Jesus's teachings are identical copies of Thoth's teachings from the ancient Kemetic mystery schools taught 50,000 years ago in the land of Kem, which is now known as Egypt. And I could see the steam coming out of this guy's ears. He couldn't even conceive what the heck I was telling him. And I said, do you know that the Bible was written thousands of years after the people were long gone, dead, buried, bones disintegrated, and everything else on the ground? He said, no, what are you talking about? I said, listen to me, man. The Bible was written from 100 AD to 900 AD. And who wrote the Bible? Those were followers of Thoth. These people didn't write a Bible, by the way. What they did was they started discovering in different caves and different little makeshift buildings that existed a long time ago, these vases with scriptures and cylinder scrolls and papyruses and tablets, and they started collecting them, and they started transcribing that information onto paper, parchment paper, and so forth. And so that text, that information over time would be studied by the Gnostics. Even in more time, much later, you have then the Coptic Christians, and then you also have the councils that were formed. Like, for one is the Council of Nicaea, who then started analyzing a lot of these copied and recopied and recopied and recopied and recopied texts, and started analyzing which ones to keep and which ones to keep out. Which ones to keep, they were thinking, let's make this into an actual canonized book. We'll take this and put that in here. We'll take this one, no, that talks about aliens. We don't want the book of Enoch in here because he's talking about aliens. Let's leave that one out. We don't want the myth of Adapa in here because he's talking about aliens. We don't want that in here. That's the book of Adam. We don't want that in here. So you have all these apocryphal texts that were kept out, right? And the Council of Nicaea coordinate and create this hodgepodge of a book based on hand-picked content, curated content that they wanted that would allow them to still maintain control over the people.
LeBron James satanic ritual.
I want to thank God for protecting me. Thank you, God. Okay, you want to thank God. That's nice. That's cute. But what God are you referring to? Like, you've been under a lot of heat lately for a lot of your antics and the things that you're saying on record and your videos and the imagery. What God are you referring to? Can you make it clear for us? Are you talking about like the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Or are you talking about the God of this world, Satan? Because the looks of things, you definitely are not talking about Yahweh, the God of the Bible, saying that you plug your vaginal parts with pages from the Holy Bible.
I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with pages from the holy book,
which is God, John 1:1. So it's really hard to believe that, you're talking about the God of the Bible when out of that same mouth, you can say that you're stopping up your menstrual blood with pages of the holy scriptures of God. Anyway, I'm not trying to like pick on Beyonce. I'm really not. Like, I've made videos about Beyonce, what I feel like she's on, but people will take this and say, see, she thank God. You got to realize there's more than just one God. The God of the Bible, Yahweh, called the devil the God of this world with a little g. And from the looks of things, even out of the words out of her mouth, right, she is involved in West African spiritualism, worshiping a goddess named Oshun. And a lot of her videos and the things that she's wearing is in homage of this goddess, this West African goddess in spiritualism and religion of worshiping Oshun.
We're going to talk about Beyonce and how she loves Oshun. So today I want to talk about Oshun, my main Orisha of ordination. I'm ordained as an Orisha priest. Beyonce just adores her and just emanates Oshun's energies.
Ancestor put me on game, time on gold chains with my Oshun energy.
So Oshun is a goddess of sweet water, of love, of femininity, of sexuality, sensuality.
So, is that what God you're thinking? Because it is what it is, like if that was to somehow like try and diffuse or deflect a lot of things that's being said about you right now, that just wasn't good enough at all. You need to say what God you're talking about. But I know you're not talking about the God of the Bible. Anyway, on to the Christian artists. I know a lot of people probably expect me to talk about Sam Smith. I don't want to talk about Sam Smith. What he did on stage was very clear and apparent. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Who introduced him? Madonna, who literally just had a photo shoot where she was mocking Jesus Christ. And then who comes on? Sam Smith comes on and is wearing a devil outfit and doing a devil ritual. That's fine. We know you're in the world. You never claimed to be a Christian or anything, but very demonic. And we know what these award shows are about. But knowing what these award shows are about, and just in case you want to doubt that, CBS released a tweet with Sam Smith preparing for his show and said, "We are ready to worship" on that tweet. Worship what? How do you justify that one? You ready to worship what, Sam Smith? You ready to worship what, the Grammys? Or you're ready to worship Satan, which he clearly depicted that he was worshiping on stage. But I'll leave that up to the viewer to decide. Maybe that's just a conspiracy too, huh? Anyway, what I really want to address are the gospel artists that were there, like Kirk Franklin and like Maverick City. I've made videos about Kirky. I've already done that, you know what I mean? They both got on stage and they gave their thanks to whoever they gave their thanks to, but I just thought it was very interesting that neither did they mention the name of Jesus Christ.
Y'all, it's so much of us. We just want to thank God. Maverick City was a space created by our founders.
Now, why in any type of scenario and situation would you get up and accept an award, a big award at that, and not give glory, honor, and thanks to the one that you're doing the whole thing for? You're supposedly doing the whole thing for, Jesus Christ.
This is crazy because God gave you that breath, and God gave us a breath for one reason. It's to praise the Lord. Let everything that have breath praise the Lord. So
why aren't you thanking Jesus Christ? Is it because that the Grammys clearly are about that satanic worship life and they told you maybe don't mention the name Jesus Christ and you didn't? I don't know. And what were you doing while Sam Smith was up there blaspheming your God? What were you doing? I would love to see a shot of Maverick City and Kirk Franklin's face. I'd love to see it. Really would love to see it because me, first of all, I wouldn't have even been there. Second of all, if I'm in a crowd and something like that is going on, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Period. Like, I'm gone. I'm leaving. But anyway, Kirk Franklin recently, he addressed it. And I feel like the only reason he probably addressed it was because he came under enough fire. I feel like if he didn't come under enough fire, he would have never even addressed it anyway, because he has done things that are just extremely questionable. I made a video about that if y'all want to check it out. He basically said he doesn't want to get into theological arguments and what is right for a Christian to do and what's not right for a Christian to do, because we haven't even solved simple problems like racism in the church.
Last night, to be there, this is not what you thought it was going to be. I don't have time to talk about other artists that performed last night and respond to some people's biblical views about should Christians be at places that we not listen to the gospel. I don't have time to do that. I have no time to give you any theological arguments, because we've been having theological arguments for millennia and have not been able to find resolve. We haven't even found resolve for racial tensions in the church. So how in the world are we going to be able to resolve
Kirk.
who should be at what? How should we represent Christ in these secular platforms? It's because there are too many doctrines and there's too many systems of beliefs that people have.
Now, I'm going to say something. If you hadn't already done some of the things that we've seen you do on stage, maybe that would somewhat be believable, but even that could be picked apart by saying that, well, just because other people have not solved the issue of racism in the church, that gives you the gateway to, be a part of a award show that is clearly demonic, where they are literally on stage depicting themselves as Satan. To be a part of that, would Jesus be there? The scripture completely speaks against it, so you don't have to answer that. I just see that as a cop-out. Like, his response, I really see it as a cop-out, because it's not like you're the most thorough, sold out. Like, you're not. Like, you do very questionable stuff. So seeing that is how you live and walk out your Christianity, and so does the people who you were on stage with accepting that award with, they do super questionable stuff. I just take your response of not wanting to address it because we can't get this and that right, and Christians, it should be very easy. I don't care what you believe. If you call yourself a Christian, to know that you shouldn't be a part of satanic and demonic award shows and ceremonies, that's pretty easy. That's an easy one. That's a gimme. So I really take your response as a cop-out. But either way, I'm to be honest with y'all, I'm kind of tired of talking about this type of stuff. I am. I'm kind of tired of talking about it, because I feel like I just know what these people are on. I do. You had a dude on stage accepting the world with Maverick City with all his chains and his diamond watch and just looking real flashy, boastful, and materialistic. Like, that's what they're hanging around. You heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together? Well, guess what? That specific phrase might not be in the Bible, but the concept is in the Bible. Amos 3:3, two cannot walk together, at least they agree. That's why the Lord says, have no fellowship with darkness. You can't eat from the table of Baal in Christ. Why? Because if you try to do that, you have compromised your faith, you compromise your walk, and you've opened yourself up to spiritual demonic influence. That's why. So, either way, y'all, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. If you want to get access to exclusive, uncensored, extended versions of my videos, head over to my Patreon account, where I speak freely. I don't have to, watch what I say, being careful of being banned or being limited, banned, blocked, whatever. You can get access to that content, exclusive content that I only share on my Patreon page. I'll leave the link in the description. I'll also leave the link right here. Also, guys, I do live Q&A. You can come and be a part of that. You can ask me any question that you want, and I just launched Bible studies as well. So, guys, head over right now, subscribe, and I will see you guys there. As always, God bless and shalom.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is in the house, and so is the Mother of God.
That was Madonna with a rapper named Ab-Soul, who was so fond of the Satanist Aleister Crowley that he had Crowley's famous quote, "Do what thou wilt," tattooed on his back, and named his album after it. When Madonna's not busy mocking Jesus by taking photos, pretending to be him at the Last Supper, she's being accused by Malawi of trafficking African children. This is Madonna then, this is Madonna now. Demi Lovato then, Demi Lovato now. Billie Eilish then, Billie Eilish now. Sam Smith then, Sam Smith now. Lil Nas X then, Lil Nas X now. Beyonce then, and Beyonce now. There is a serious spiritual war going on. A war for our minds, for our souls, and the minds and souls of our children.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human, still.
Aha! We got him! We got him! We got him. He tried to cover it. No, we... Why?
Here's the final stop of the day. Total wines. See the line started over there. My last stop of the day. We got up early, had a late night. We don't do excuses here. We just get the job done. Because this one we signed up for.
Get tagged with that. And I ain't got no problem with gay. I'm just not gay.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of my exes reached out. They're like, Shannon, where does gay is coming from? They need to talk. But see, that's the thing. What do you get out of calling me gay? You feel good? That makes you feel good? Because you saying things on the radio behind your screen that you would never say to my face. What's the likelihood that Mike Epps would have said what he said to my face? Or any of these comedians that said what they said, they're not going to say that to my face, Ocho. You know that, I know that.
Yeah.
Now, when I said I was going to pull up, I was going to see him. He and I was going to have a conversation, and I'm going to say, okay, where did you get this from? Where are you hearing this from?
That's not the kind of pulling up we were doing, man. That's not the kind of pulling
Ocho, I ain't gonna why am I gonna put my hands on him and mess up my money?
Hey, wait a minute. I went and got some black Air Force Ones and some Army fatigue. I was ready to go to Indy.
And that's the thing. Now, look, there's this one guy. He wants to come on my show, but I don't have any respect for him, and I don't think he's funny.
Who that?
And so I don't really pay any attention to him, and he keeps it going.
We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody. I didn't see nobody.
Gay.
Yeah, it was suspect. A lot of suspect.
The club was
you could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever.
Blame it on
I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called.
And I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. So we took a cab home back to where I was, and
Mr. Lee,
yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for
No,
shit.
I got notes
like
and
that.
shit. You know, I've been practicing. I got
Yeah.
Mr. Lee,
yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's
scrambling
right
and
here.
scraping. When you
It's right
scrambling
here.
and scraping for
No,
shit.
no. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over with that one.
Make a
That
wish.
one.
I'll go with that. It's your birthday every day.
Every day's your birthday on Drink Champs, goddammit. I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I
It was
miss
his
partying
birthday
with
party,
folks, man.
man. But I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
I want you partying for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh, man.
Eyes. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Yo, okay. So check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So Tyrese kept on talking.
This is a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back from church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back from church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. Like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never we in Vegas. Don't be bringing God into this situation. Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? F. Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up. That's why I said I gotta pick it up from right there. This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga. This is a battery, nigga.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Brew.
Killing.
Come tell the story. Brew, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Brew, you helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I see you, man.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Woo!
Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
Happy birthday. You're fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Let's take a shot for that, boy. Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
Oh, that's why I was like, where the Dinner Thieves guitar?
Segueing into the Drink Champs interview when you was with Nori and Fab and Jada and everybody, they made a compilation video of you because they said you were sounding real suspect on the interview.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Of course I didn't see that. No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
I swear to God.
Come on, man. You saw that on World Star and on the gram.
Check this out. When they started playing the game, the pause game, I would definitely...
That came from Harlem, too,
Yeah, it came from Harlem. I definitely would say some, the crowd would be like, whoa, did he just say that? You know what I'm saying? I don't play games, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't play games. But, yeah.
Did
the
you
compilation? Nah, I was coming off of being in Miami a night of party, and I don't really remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Would you like a reminder?
Yeah, sure.
Play some.
Hey, yo, listen, yo, I love it all. I love it all, man.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
That was you.
Scrambling.
What? You said, I like when you do it like that, Daddy. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Hey, man.
I don't know what I was talking about.
Nah. I mean, I was
you don't go back and look at that stuff and laugh?
I mean, it could be funny. I don't really be on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I'm sure we can put Charlamagne's compilation against Diddy's compilation.
We have a bunch. We put.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't do it because I know I'm bad at the game. I know I say like reckless stuff out my mouth that's just not maybe adding up to with somebody who's homophobic, but I'm not homophobic and I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bad at the game, and it's probably hilarious. I would love to see it. I would love to see the video compilation.
It's hilarious.
50 came up here and he was giving you flack for the asking Fab to party. So he'll ask you to play the clip, man.
Yeah, play the clip. Go ahead.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy.
Yo, why are you and Fifth just...
Hey, yo.
Why y'all not...
Hey, yo, I don't have no beef with
I don't know why.
With Fifth. He loves me. He loves me.
Do y'all really
can't
have
see
a
it?
beef?
I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all
it.
can't see that he loves me?
But see...
You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like you.
Okay.
But why not? Y'all both passionate. Y'all both.
I don't know. Yo, check this out. I don't know.
Like
I don't.
Both the same.
No, we are not.
Okay.
We are not the same.
But, I mean,
we are not cut from the same cloth.
Work hard.
Yeah, and I mean, I respect that. I don't never hit him with no, nothing. I don't even think of no other man. Besides, if I'm thinking about another man, I'm thinking about uplifting. I'm not thinking about all that. All them gnats, they can't really touch me. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all see and y'all know what it is. The track record. Y'all know the business acumen. Y'all know the community service. Y'all know what I'm about. And when he does that, it's like funny to me. I don't really take it personal. I know he has a different sense of humor, and he's just not in my life. We don't have to never cross paths, and I will never say nothing negative about him, you know, because that's just not me.
It feels like something must have happened though, like that we just don't know about behind the scenes.
He loves me.
That maybe a situation, a deal went bad.
Nah,
I don't know what it is.
Sometimes people that feel like they don't like you and they act like that, they really love you. Like I'm not like, you know, just saying it to say, you know. But I mean, it's something about me that has him on me all the time, and I'm not going nowhere.
To get Styles, then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is Puff. Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like fucking. This nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there, sitting out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I be saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen. I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth sometimes to get Styles. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is Puff. Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like fucking. This nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there, sitting out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. You know, shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, like, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen.
We having a good time, yo. Your usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They ain't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
what
like a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Man, it's been one of them motherfucking nights. I should have took some pictures before. Nice job. It's the end of the night and it was motherfucker. So we coming to you live. Diddy late nights. Anything can happen. I'm just vibing. It's so wide. You gotta keep the hair. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna wear this hair in Toronto. Ain't nobody. Hey, yo, let me ask you a question. When I get to that motherfucker floating like a motherfucking cloud, like you had clouds on your motherfucking shoes. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker moving around. Hey, you said Febreze, nigga? You was floating like a motherfucking Febreze, my nigga. You was moving like nigga with a scent. You had a nigga, it's just late night. Nigga, I got my wig on. Breezing. Oh, I was like, this ain't no goddamn wig. This is my motherfucking natural. I don't need to be ashamed of what the fuck. That's a motherfucking natural. That's a motherfucking natural. You know what I'm saying? I bring the motherfucking natural. You know what I'm saying? I bring it to Toronto and it.
You know, what's this, the blender, the mixer? I forgot this.
Mixer.
The mixer. Can you hear me good? Can you hear while this is on? Somebody just asked a wild question.
Go ahead.
Was Puffy really a fun boy?
Listen, I never seen him in the act with another man alone. Now, he's that type of dude, he'll take his girl, his baby mama with you and your girlfriend and your mans in them, and they'll go out and they do all kind of freaky shit with each other together. You know what I'm saying? The only fun boy shit that I ever seen him do, we was in one of those exotic shops. Yo, I'm gonna turn this shit out, cause this shit was funny. We was in Atlanta. We go to those exotic shops where you get all kind of, like, they buy oils, dildos, spooky. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. So they would just give him a brown paper bag, and they wouldn't even. He'd never put his shit out on the counter when we get ready to take it out. He would always just give a man a wad of money. So they just thought it was cool. So they'll give him a brown bag. He'll go through that. So one day I was walking down the aisle with him, and so then he just stopped. And he just started picking this shit up off the aisle. And he was getting, he went up there like several times just getting shit down. And so then I pinned in on what he was, where he was getting it from. And because I was just staying a couple of feet behind him. So when I went by, I looked up. I said, yo. And I seen the shit up there and it said butt plugs. And I said, yo, my man, what'd you get this shit for? And the nigga said, yo, on everything I love, man. He said, yo, Rick, he said, yo, can I do my shopping by myself?
Yo, hold on. You know I'm with the shit. We love on Eric TV.
That nigga said, can I do my shopping by myself?
Yo,
I start dying.
Yo, did this nigga G say he was with Puff in a sex shop and he watched him buy some butt plugs? Like, hold on, pause.
And saying that, some guy like you who says what he has to say, how's it dealing with Puff? Because I could just see those two just bumping heads.
Oh, we bump heads crazy. There's a lot of ego with Puff, man.
Did you bump from the beginning? Like, because
Yeah,
you know, a lot of
totally.
times people will just be like quiet since it's their first record. Let me see. Or did you just come in like, fuck, you can't do me like that? I'll watch the shows.
Oh, we still bump heads.
Oh, for real? Give us a good story. Just one. Just one story.
We go. I get invited to this GQ party. I go to GQ party. It's like after one of the award shows or something like that. I go to the GQ party. Puff hits me like, yo, come to 1-0. Like, keep in mind, this GQ party is like up the most winding hill ever. It's like all the way up at the top of the hill. I have like a date. I'm there and I'm like set. This is like this sweet party. I'm like, Puff hits me. He's like, come to 1-0. Puff never hits me and it's like, yo, come to blah blah. So I'm like, okay, word. Like, cool. I'm gonna just roll through that. So roll down to 1-0. Get into 1-0. It's like Puff, Rihanna, all that, whatever. I walk in. I see like Nelly. I'm like, what's good? What's good? What's good? We start having a conversation. I turn around. Puff's like walking by. I'm like, Puff, what's up? He's like, what up? And like, I said, nah, man, nah. I'm like, what's good? What's good? What's good? We start having a conversation. I turn around. Puff's like walking by. I'm like, Puff, what's up? He's like, what up? And like, I said, nah, man, nah. I'm like, where you going? He's like, oh, we about to go to this GQ party. I said, bruh, I was just at the GQ party, man. That joint is far as hell up, man. The line to get in that, because it's not like a line like people line. It's like a line of cars, like I'm like, it's crazy. He's like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, don't trip. Let's just roll. I'm like, all right, man, all right. So we start rolling. We go up, boom, hit the line of cars. Like, we're still so far down the hill where it's going to. But I'm like, cool, something's gonna happen. You know, it's Puff. Tight. Something does happen. Cars pull out. He starts pulling out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in front of him. I see them pull out. So I'm like, boom. We go forward. Security stops us. I get out the thing. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, it's Puff's new. There's a couple new guys with Puff security. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's them that like stop the car. Yeah. And like I'm like, oh no, all good. Like, you know, we been here all night. Whoop. Whatever. Man, Puff's little slick ass drive. I'm standing outside. I'm like,
Hi, welcome back to Calculated Confusion Exposed. The recent increase in views for P. Diddy Exposed Part 1 made me come to the decision to make a Part 2. Thanks for the continued support. Let's get straight into the video.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go. I was so mesmerized. I don't even know what you're talking about. I was just so blown away by the stamina, the connection, being able to be connected that long. So much shit. You have like so much. Motherfuckers ain't doing all this shit out here. All those dance numbers and all that. Take your time with it. Breathe it in. Yeah, they yours when you go see this for you. This ain't for nobody else but you. You take that time, boy. I see you. Fly ass motherfucker doing Vegas. How the fuck you in the kitchen? Eating all my cereal. Man, you doing Vegas in a pink suit. God is the greatest. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Won't he will? Won't he will?
I asked Mango if he would ever do a song with a gay rapper, and he said he's pretty sure that he has.
That's crazy.
Do you think that you've done songs with gay rappers, and you know who are not obviously in the closet?
Possibly.
Yeah?
Oh, when you said who not in the closet?
Who is in the closet?
Possibly, man.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So you think that you've worked with a gay rapper?
Yeah, man. And gay, not being just full out gay, but hiding it, trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle, but really, he's a man fan.
He's a man fan.
Yeah. There's a lot of man fans out there in hip hop.
There's a rumor that you was trying to sign with Bad Boy at one point.
I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I fuck with your demo, Bad Boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? Like, nah.
Yeah, I was doing it for 2 years.
Yo, but the jet leave at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, we going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy. Pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy. And then one day, this nigga Diddy, me and Diddy was smoking. He was like, you know what? Like he was really about to just give me some major game, right? He like, you know what I've been thinking? You belong with Dr. Dre. I'm like, no, you don't say.
I happen to know Diddy fucks boys. It's nasty. That's man, you keep that shit right over. You have that shit go right past me. It's nasty. You like boy pussy. He like to play with people's pennies. He like to play with people's pennies. Yeah, he do. He like boy pussy. I love you, Diddy, but I don't love you, Diddy. Yeah, that's going viral.
Just looking at my beautiful son, boy. You's a beautiful black king. Jesus, you just woo, man.
I appreciate you.
Man.
I'm blessed. Love you. Thank you.
I mean, what you doing, man? You're getting what's going on, man?
Growing up, Pop.
You growing up? What's up? Shout out to the gang wherever you are. Man, you're getting what's going on, man?
Growing up, Pop.
You growing up? What's up? Shout out to the gang wherever you are around the world getting that money. Yeah, it's definitely official. I'm back outside. Yeah. But I'm not outside, but I'm inside. I'm back inside. I'm not gonna go back outside. But I went outside and I loved it. It was beautiful. Now I'm back inside. Shout out to the gang that's outside. Alright, don't forget where you come from. Yeah, love. My guy in the building. Hey yo, this guy right here, one of the hip hop entrepreneur young legends. He's in my gang. He gets money. Yes, he does.
Yes, I'm inspired though. God is good.
Yeah. The band is back. Oh no, I can't do that. Chicken and waffles right now, yo. Yeah, my nigga Melvin. Y'all may know him as Man Boy.
Yeah.
Melvin the Great. I just met this niggas. We eating chicken and waffles, watching the game. God is good. Love. You're watching the game, my brother eating some chicken and waffles. This pretty black motherfucker right here. You know what I mean?
Peace to the God.
Hey yo, you did your thing this season. And this kid, my nigga Man Boy, shit, I had to pat him down before he came to my house. He was so believable. Yeah, he's got a little bit of Man Boy in him though, I can tell. Yeah, everybody. Watch it. Hey, yo, you know what it is. You got my nigga. Vodka. We in the United States. Hey, yo, can't nobody fuck with me, nigga. Be clear.
I owe you a dinner, man. I owe you a fucking dinner. I obviously can't afford to get you
I'm gonna
anything
tell you
else.
like I told Puffy. I don't let men take me out, sir. I'm good. I'll do no dinner.
Yo, get this clear.
Good. What's up? We out here. We on the king. Yeah, man. Get in the middle, man.
How you feel? How you feel?
That's how you feel. You got the velvet on. Okay.
Oh, Rick Ross. Rick Ross. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Up here about to roll up on my man. I ain't been here since he bought the joint. I ain't seen my brother in a minute, for real, because of the pandemic. I mean, I seen Rose like in 3 years or something, 2 years. That's how crazy it's been. I feel so proud, like this is my man. This is another one of us, my brother. I feel like at Disney's house or something like that. Look at this. Oh, you did it, boy. Can't nobody say you ain't do it. This is inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than a too. Like, excellence! You did it, my nigga!
Is that the one and only? Is that the young legend? Is that my brother? Yes. My homie Diddy in the motherfucking promised land. Y'all know it's going down, man. We talking big money, big moves. It's that 2022 shit. That 2022 shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas be talking like they getting money and like they got taste and they got style and savoir faire. But goddamn, when God made this nigga here, woo, the boy cold. The boy cold, man. You gotta give it to him, man. Thank God made a rosé. Somebody had to do it. Shit!
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed to be here. Thank God, man.
Echo! Yeah.
Listen, man, when it come to that, certain levels of motivation, you can only come to certain individuals. You feel me? Originator. A lot of money. This nigga, he could take 20 motherfuckers' lives and divide them. And they all would be successful. On some G shit. And that, I know you don't even understand that. They gonna say that's Illuminati. Them niggas got too much money. But guess what? It felt good when the nigga said, you so successful, we can't believe it. It's gotta be a, nah nigga, God is great. And that hard work, them 20-hour shifts. Them 20-hour shifts. You can't overlook them. You can't overlook them.
Shout out to all the hustlers out there. Yeah, we back outside. Have already had a successful trip. I could leave now if I want. If I wanted to, I could leave now and it would have been like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, oh my God, I'm so proud of him. Yeah. But I just want to tell y'all, I'm having a great time. It's so black in Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
I'll fight the bullies. I like fighting the bullies. I never picked on nobody, nothing like that. If somebody was picking on somebody, I'd be the first one to say, man, leave them people alone. They not bothering you. I bet you wouldn't do me like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so I was that type of dude like that, very humble. And like I said, Puff knew I was nice with my hands and everything like that. And, he just, he wanted me to be with him because we had been through some stuff. Because you got to realize we started off at the red zone in the building. Do you remember? Y'all too young for the building?
Yeah.
The building was where they had unsigned hype. That Monday night they used to do like Leaders of the New School, Naughty by Nature, what's her name, Queen Latifah. All the new rappers used to come there and showcase their stuff on Monday night. Puff used to do that, Daddy's house at the building. Then he used to do the party on Wednesday at the Red Zone.
About 91, 92?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were about 8, 9 years old at that time. That was a little before our time, but we was getting there. We was definitely getting there. Talk about, all right, because you hear all the time, especially during that time, you hear the Illuminati talk, selling souls. This person sacrificed all this wild shit. Without giving too much away, because I don't know what's in your book and what's not in your book, how real was that part? That the sadistic, wild, demonistic side of hip hop that's all out there, all the conspiracies are out there, but no one's really ever brought to
Bro,
light.
you don't see that. You know what happens is that they got places where you go and the bodyguards have to stop right here. And unless the girls come back who's back there with them, tell you what was going on, you don't see it per se. I've been in one situation where I seen some crazy stuff, and that's dudes getting set up, you know, as far as like, whereas that, if I could say this, like you have a girl being sexual to this one guy, maybe going down on him, and he's back there rolling his eyes, he hiding the mother, and when he put his head down, it's one of them white boys sucking on him.
Oh.
You understand? That has happened. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got these guys who they go into these Turkish houses. Once you get to that door, you don't go back in there. But you know what they do in them Turkish houses. Well, you can assume what they do, quote unquote, in those Turkish houses. You understand? But you get stopped at the door. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you go into the building, but they have that last door, you don't go past that.
You securing that door at that point. Yeah.
Pretty deep now.
Is there anything that you want to talk about that
I want to talk about.
you want people to know about?
I don't know if this story that I have about P. Diddy is a thing.
I'd love it.
You think it's something people
We talk about it on the show, but you told us off the show.
Should I just tell you?
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to. I mean, listen, this isn't alleged because it happened to you.
No. There's nothing alleged about this.
Okay.
It is a legend.
Clap. Yay, we are comedians. All right, go for it.
We're so lonely. So
I'm fucking goblins.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami, where P. Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Yep.
And I took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in because
that's the Big Pimpin' video.
That's not my type.
Right. We're gonna stick to Peppa, please.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to Peppa and ghouls from Us Weekly.
Right.
So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like, you know, it's all like, you know, my man is telling me that like, you know, every third person is some executive. You know, got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high-end crowd.
Very high-end. And there's no joke, there's maybe 100 people. I mean, it is intimate.
It's a serious
I have
serious
no business
party.
being there.
Sure.
I'm in like a, you know, like an old Jewish grandmother's windbreaker like I am now
Right.
at this exact moment.
Right.
And so, long story short, I am on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom and I can't find the bathroom and I just kind of like go down a flight of stairs and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion because most of it's going down by the pool.
Okay.
You know, cabanas and stuff.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting serious.
So I get lost and I'm in like just a maze of rooms. Now, I'm looking for the bathroom. I start opening doors. One's like a closet. One's a room. It doesn't have a bathroom in it. Whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this fucking
every
dungeon,
room should have, right.
every house
So
should
I
have.
open a door, and in that room, there are a bunch of men. And they're all kind of like, very like Romanesque, like laying about. And, you know, kind of like very, like, kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning. Like, if you were spooning, but facing each other and like leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like, how about this? Like, in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends and you're with your girlfriends.
Right, yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking, because that would be weird
they
in
weren't
public.
fucking,
right.
but like, you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes. You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, it was very, like...
regal lounging.
Very erotic.
Okay, all right.
Heavy erotica.
Yeah, like the drawings you would see of like old Greek
right,
hangouts.
exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
Or like a fat Greek woman like laid on her side.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh
Okay.
my god. It was so prelude to an orgy.
So explain.
So I look. So I'm there for a very brief amount of time because I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there. And I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer,
Yeah, no, I know who
are
that is.
basically spooning each other. I swear to God, they're basically spooning, and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy, and they're like sharing it. They're like passing it back and forth,
And everyone's talking?
and everyone's just like talking.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see them, I'm like,
All men, though. There's not one woman in this room.
all men, and
Yeah.
they're all 100% on ecstasy. Like you can see Diddy's in like white linen, being like, "Oh my god, like rub ice on my nipples,"
Right.
You know, like, "Oh, you're one of my best friends."
Right.
So the minute I make eye contact with him, like a gigantic bouncer comes over and says, "Get the fuck out!" Because a lot of people turned and looked at me because it was very unexpected that like a fat guy with an afro,
Right.
with, like no shirt on, basically like an open windbreaker, opened the door to like this like.
You are kind of a buzzkill.
Definitely.
If I'm on ecstasy and
Right,
getting
no.
ready for a gay
They're like,
orgy.
oh, this guy. Oh, he looks like fucking let Gene Shalit in. You know? So, but I looked right at Puff Daddy, and he looked right at me.
Yeah.
And we made direct eye contact. And I got kicked out of the room.
Sure.
So that was that.
Yeah, fast. And obviously
So,
crazy. Fast
crazy.
forward.
So I was like, P. Diddy's clearly on ecstasy, and
Yeah.
he's clearly gay.
Yeah.
So fast forward, right? We're at a junket for a movie that he was in. Someone is interviewing him. I'm in the back as a friend of someone who was there. I'm all the way in the back. I'm behind a million publicists, a million people.
But you see him.
Well, he's being interviewed on the
And
couch.
you're thinking about it.
Oh, I'm thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
By the way, anyone I ever told the story to was like, "Oh, you're a liar."
I don't think you're a liar.
Everybody was like, "You're a liar." Like, I'm sure something happened, and they knew I was on Star Island. Like, that was verified
Yeah.
by the other person I was with.
Sure.
But people were like, "You're a liar. You didn't see them sharing a glass of Hennessy. Like, you didn't see Prelude to, like, an orgy. Like, this is bullshit. Like,
Right.
you're being funny. Like, Fat Juice hilarious."
Sure.
So, a couple people said they believed me, but I think they were lying. So, he's being interviewed in the middle of the interview for this movie. I mean, I'm sure you can guess what movie it is, because I think he was only in a movie.
Right. At least recently.
Yes. He literally stops the interview, and he points at me all the way in the back, and he goes, "Yo, you, my man." And everyone in the room turns around and looks at me, and he goes, "Where do I know you from?"
Oh, no.
And then I go, "Miami?" And he goes, "Oh, true." And we locked eyes again, and he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew.
Hey, yo, this brother that gave me so much love in every record. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you, baby. Appreciate we done had lunch. Yeah. And then we spent New Year's together. That was dinner for lunch. Hey, yo, check this out. Hey, yo, check this out. That night, we the hottest food in the game. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna go. 2020 vibes. You know 2020 vibes. Hey, hey, hey. That's S&T. I feel like it's a celebration. I feel like, my brother in here still doing some tightening up. Still doing some tightening up. Still doing some tightening up. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's a work. It's like you tighten me up. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, you know what it is? It's real talk. Y'all gonna be bigger. Y'all gonna be.
And I've been there wasting like 6.
What's up with it, IG? I'm out here pumping gas in Beverly Hills. It's midnight right now. I'm pumping gas and shit. Actually, I almost ran out of gas. No bullshit. But yeah, I'm just getting on here, you know, to fuck with y'all, let y'all know, like, you know, where my head at right now, what I got going on. I just left Diddy crib, you know what I mean? That ain't my first time being there. Brother invited me there before. I had lunch with him maybe like a month ago, a little under a month ago and shit. But I had left the studio, you know what I mean? Yesterday morning I left the studio with Offset and them at like 7 in the morning. The sun was already up. Can I get the change back from that pump, from pump number 8? I had left the studio and I saw on Instagram that he had just posted a story and he was up. So I hit, bro. You said what? Okay, cool. Don't worry about the changes. Thank you, have a good one. But yeah, so I was just leaving the studio, the sun was up and shit. And I had hit him just to fuck with him, you know what I mean? Just to pass the vibe back and forth. I always end up motivated, you know what I mean? And and would uplift the spirits and shit every time I talk to Big Bruh. So I just called him. Every time I call him, he pick up too. So I FaceTime him, he picked up, you know what I mean? And he like, yeah, nigga, you know, I gotta see you, nigga. I gotta see you, you know. I'm like, I bet. He like, pull up on me later, what you got going on later on. I'll hit you later, see what you got going on. You know what I mean? Pull up on me. Boom, he hit me. I had left the radio station. I went to pull up on him. When I come in, I'd have been in this spot before, like I said. When he invited me out there for lunch, it ain't my first time there. You know, he had a, you know, we talking about Diddy, you know, he had a butler. First thing they gonna do is, you know, offer you something to drink as soon as you come in. So the butler's pouring me like champagne or some shit. He in the middle of a meeting, and when I come in, you know, he introduced me, you know, to everybody who in the room, you know what I mean, and respectfully. And then, you know, he hop up and he put me in a motherfucking chokehold. You get what I'm saying? Which is, you know, I probably deserve it, you know what I mean? And we immediately, you know, we go out back and he sit me the fuck down and have a real deal, you know, conversation with me. And, you know, throughout the conversation, you know, so much knowledge was passed down, and you know what I mean, it was just a real organic, you know what I mean, conversation from a person who has had organic conversations with me before. So nothing about it, you know what I mean, is fabricated. Nothing about it is new, besides the, you know, a lot of the events that have taken place between, you know, since the last time me and him have spoken. You get what I'm saying? Because the last time we spoke, we talking about big dog shit, and then you got a lot of this bullshit that transpired with me in the meantime. But, you know, one of the things I respect about her the most is the fact that that shit ain't, you know, caused him to, you know what I mean, turn the other way on me, like, I can't fuck with her, bro, this, you know what I mean? So